Welcome back to Titan Toy Museum. Today's offering takes us to the world of the Sectaurs. As you can see before us, this is the Hyve playset, designed in the 1980s for the 7-inch figures, customized by me to fit with 3 3/4-inch action figures. Worked really well for the Zika figures that were produced just a couple years ago. I'll zoom in on these guys. It's Prince Zargon, perched on some indiscriminate beast there. You'll see the little dragon flyer, that's from Star Wars. Another Zika figure at the top on a crossbow. And up across the top here, I've taken the antenna array off of the Mustafar playset from Star Wars, Revenge of the Sith. Originally on this playset was a crane that would allow you to swing this boulder on a rope. And if I kind of reach here, you can still kind of push it off the ledge there. And then it'll swing down there. I've redone the entryway, taking part of a 1980s Snake Mountain playset gate and affixing that gate in here to help bring it into scale. I have just a little antenna array there. I'm still trying to work something out for that hole. There was a snake puppet that you could stick through that hole there. I didn't like it. And also in this particular cavernous hole was a hand puppet for a spider puppet. Kind of looked cool, but not my thing. All right, let's swing this guy around. Get a little closer look at the landing platform up there with that Star Wars insect and another Zika Toys Sector Warrior. You can see the back end of the antenna array connected up there. Working our way down, I've done my best to keep the cardboard cutouts there intact, but I did have to pare them down a little bit in order to fit with this scale. You can see I still have the working hatch here going out to the front. I've incorporated some little computer banks here to kind of trim off the sides, and some consoles and chairs from Star Trek that allowed the layout to stay the same. Added in some flooring here. This whole floor piece level was added in. This allowed me to create a second level down here below. And you can recognize some of this, or you may recognize some of the wall pieces here are from the hangar deck play set from Episode 1 of Star Wars. Threw in some chairs and laid in some tile with the honeycomb print. We have here the planning console used by Genosians, and there in the background you can see the window where the spider puppet went through. It now has a glass window taken from an Emperor Palpatine playset. Back off a little bit here. Kept this wall panel with the working doors. So you can see I got a little figure stashed there in the corridor. There we go. we go down to the third level. This playset originally only had 2 levels on it. But by paring it down to the 3 3/4 inch scale, it allowed me to create it with 3 levels. This lower level is still kind of a work in progress. I have a lower lab down here using some of the cardstock that came with this playset. Did a little honeycomb work in the back there and used a transporter platform from a Star Trek transporter room playset. But not too bad all in all. As I've stated with many of the other videos, these playsets are yours. Make them your own. Customize them. Collect them. Keep them pristine. Whatever makes you happy. On Facebook, on the Titan Toy Museum page, I've posted pictures out there of the progress as I built this playset out. The original playset had some struts that came out on either side of the playset, and the playset doesn't stand very well on its own, so these struts kind of came out toward the camera here. But that would create it'd take up a lot of floor space. So when I was building this guy out, and you probably can't see because I painted it black, but right here along the edge, and of course across the back wall on both sides, I used the shell of a 80s Castle Grayskull to attach the Hyve playset to, and then used a vinyl flooring piece here as the base, and it made it sturdy enough that this guy can stand on his own without the additional supports. So he takes up less room, and as you can see, and you've probably seen in the other videos, he's not a very deep guy. You know, it's kind of a narrow playset, but does make for a wonderful display piece. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed what you watched, and keep watching.